one of my most popular videos on my channel is my urban survival loadout. It's a bag that I created that if my family and I are in the city that we live near and any type of unrest breaks out, whether it's rioting, protesting, whatever, it's the essential gear that I need to keep my family safe and to be able to get out of those situations. But it's a pretty large bag and it's not easily hidden in the crowd. So I wanted to give myself a little bit of a challenge and create something for when I'm by myself that I can carry around. Even if I'm at a coffee shop, I can have a coffee and no one's really gonna know what's in my bag. So today on Wolverine Prepper, we're gonna talk about my mini urban survival loadout. Let's get into it. All right, first things first. So a lot of times I am by myself and I don't want to be carrying around a big black duffel looking bag. So like I said, I made this challenge for myself to see if there was something I could build that would be better for one of those situations where I'm solo. Now, before everyone starts saying in the comments, it's Molly, it's tan, it's, gonna stick out. Where I live, you see a lot more of these type of bags around. A lot of guys that I know that have babies right now, they have diaper bags that are Molly webbing and look a lot like this. So this is not something uncommon, but there are some other bags that I have tried out. This is more or less just one of the configurations that I kind of went with, and I just wanted to show it to you. So I understand there are some places, maybe where you're at, this is something that would be a sore thumb, but it's not as much where I live. So let's get into the bag. So first things first, a lot of people will always ask, what brand everything is. This is a Mission First Tactical backpack. I love Mission First Tactical. I've gotten a lot of their items in subscription boxes like Tac Pack, and I've always had really good quality items come out of them. So yep, this is a Mission First Tactical bag. First thing in this front pouch, I always carry a silent Faraday bag. This is more of like a dry bag style, where when you put your item in there, you're going to roll it up and then you're going to buckle. And now you can put it on your shoulder, you can put it over your chest, or however you want to carry it. If I have to go dark and I have to go silent and I'm worried about being tracked, I always carry my Silent branded Faraday bag. Also in this pouch is going to be my gas mask. Again, before everyone starts saying things in the comments about my beard, I am well aware of my beard and I'm well aware of the possibility of it not sealing properly. I have tested it several times and have been able to make a good seal, but I'm aware, so I don't need you to tell me in the comments 5,000 times that I have a beard and my gas mask won't work. This is more for me to get out of a situation than to stay in that situation. So that's all I have in this front pouch right now. What do you think about the things I have in that front pouch? Let me know in the comments below. What things would you put in this front pouch? Which is one of those first things you're going to be able to access. Let me know. So we're going to talk about this top pouch here. So the things that I have in this top pouch are a fixed blade. It's a curved blade style. It's something that I can throw onto my belt and be able to utilize it if I need to. One of the things I want to get a little more training on is knife fighting. I don't have a lot of knife fighting, but if I'm up close and I need to use this as a defense tool, I have it. Now, we are keeping in mind that as a prepared citizen, I am always carrying my pistol as a defensive tool. So that is not in this loadout, but we're going to just always assume that I have my pistol and I have at least one extra magazine with my pistol. So also in here, I have gloves. These are just some normal mechanics gloves with the leather palms and the Velcro. I have a ton of these different colors. I have brown, black, camo. I have all the colors. I love these gloves. They're great gloves. They're gloves that aren't going to cost a ton of money. And for normal Americans who are just trying to live a prepared life, this is really a good quality item that you can use for whatever you need. This is going to protect me if I need to get my hands on something that could be dangerous, or if I'm shooting a rifle. This is going to protect my hands when that rifle or 5.56 pistol gets warm, and this is going to protect my hands. So I have these mechanics gloves. So we're going to go into the inside of my bag here. And one thing I like about this bag is it is almost a clamshell. It almost completely opens up. And I'm kind of revealing a little bit about what's in here already. So in here I have my Walker Razor Ear Pro. This is one I really like. I use them on the range all the time. They are the electronic ones, so I can turn them on. And what it's going to do is it's going to muffle loud sounds and let through quieter sounds. So if I need to talk to somebody, or if I need to get direction or whatever, I have my Ear Pro and I'm protecting my ears. Also in here, I have a Smith & Wesson M&P 15 that's in a pistol configuration with a 7.5-inch barrel. Just for YouTube purposes, just so everyone knows, this gun is in a safe condition and has been cleared. So it is now in a safe condition. I do have the Sylvan Arms folder on the pistol brace. That way it makes it easier to fit in the bag. So I love this folder. It's a great folder. On here I have my strap is a Warrior Poet strap. That way if I need to take it and put it on, I can put it on. I have the Swamp Fox Liberator 2 red dot sight on the top here. So this is my weapon that I'm going to have in my bag. Like I said, I have this size, and I understand that this is not the optimal length for 5.56 223, but this is something that's easily concealable, and it is a pistol, so I can carry this legally with my CPL in the state of Michigan. And this is going to be the weapon that I feel is best for me that I can carry in this bag. So that's going to be my primary weapon. And then, like I said, I'll also have my concealed pistol, which I always carry, but that's what I'm going to have. And I also, and you saw this in that other bag, so I kind of just swapped this back and forth. This is made by Victos. It is a chest rig. It's a smaller chest rig that I can easily put on. And now I'm ready to go. So what I like about this is if I'm wearing a jacket, or I can be more overt and have this out, it fits well. It does only carry 3 magazines, or 2 magazines. It would carry 3, but I have extra pistol magazines in here. So I could put my pistol magazines elsewhere. I've been kind of trying to figure that out with this chest rig. If you guys have any really good ideas of where I could put my pistol magazines other than here, let me know in the comments below with this Victos rig and 3 magazines. But for right now, I would have a magazine in the weapon. I'm also going to have a 5.56 magazine here, and then I do have a green tip if I were to need it, and that is going to be what I have in this rig. So let's get everything packed back up and we'll end this video. And that was my mini urban survival loadout. What did you think about it? Is there something I'm missing? Is there something that you would take out? Let me know in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation going with the community. If you liked the video, I would appreciate you to do all the algorithm things, like it, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified when I make new videos. Even hit that hype button if it's there. A lot of you hit that hype button and I really appreciate it. Let YouTube know that these are the type of videos that they should be sharing. And that is going to be the video for today. I want to thank all of you for stopping by. I'm Paul from Wolverine Prepper. Don't just be prepared, stay prepared. God bless you, and God bless the Republic.